try to give us a rundown. Good afternoon, Madam Adachieze. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. As you're coming in, please like and share the video. We can't shy away from saying the truth. So basically, as the video is rightly titled, I'm here to give us a rundown on the impunity. Guys, I might have a little background noise, so just my little man playing with his letters. So, first, I'd like to put it on record. The issue relating my brother and a great Nigerian, a law-abiding citizen by the name Chukwuka of Fuebu, popularly known by his social media handle as Ijele speaks. Most of us are aware of the happening since the 21st of March 2024, but I want to bring us up to speed at the turn of events. So basically, what we've witnessed is judicial impunity and gross abuse of judicial process by Magistrate Iyana Emmanuel of Magistrate Court 2 and Magistrate Choma Mawachi of Court 11, both of Wuse Zone 2 respectively. These are two magistrates that have engaged in the gross abuse of judicial process and have inserted impunity, and these two magistrates, without missing words, without holding back, these two persons are completely, abuse to the profession of the judiciary. Now, these two magistrates, they have been the one who, without arraigning the person of Ijele, wrote a remand warrant, remanding him to, first it was Magistrate Iyana, who on the 20th of March 2024, without even arraigning the person of Chukwuka of Fuebu, without seeing him, arraigned him, and signed a remand warrant that was remanded to the Kefi Correctional Center. And they've been playing the cards of the God of men. These two magistrates, Magistrate Emmanuel Iyana and Chioma Amawachi, they are both for sale. They are not only corrupt, these people, they are abused, they are disgrace to the profession of the bench. These two persons are not worthy of, representing themselves as a magistrate. They've abused every judicial process, and on two occasions, Magistrate Iyana struck out this case from his court based on lack of jurisdiction, and same day it was being struck out, they went to shock Magistrate Choma Amawachi of Magistrate Court 11, who went and signed a remand warrant, and in last 2 weeks, she struck out the same case on lack of jurisdiction. But the interesting thing is this: she struck out this case and went behind to sign a renewed remand warrant to the 16th, which was that should elapse today. So without missing words, you guys can go on the website and check. Please, as you're coming in, do me a favor, can you just tag the Nigerian Bar Association, the Nigerian Judicial Council, any handle, be it on that of the Chief Justice of the Federation, because these magistrates, these lights needs to be pointed out, they need to be made public on their level of gross abuse of judicial process, and helping these guys to perpetuate impunity. Like late Justice Chukwudifo Oputa would say, if the judiciary is corrupt, where do we go from here? These are two magistrates that are known for their notoriety within Abuja, of engaging in all this. And guys, these two persons, they have been behind while my brother and friend Ijele has been illegally remanded for 56 days in the Kefi Correctional Center, and these two magistrates are the persons responsible for it. Chioma struck out this case from her court, and she went behind to sign a renewed warrant, and these two persons have been working with, the police prosecutor, who happens to be Obiora Ejiofor, who is a sibling to one of the lawyers representing IPOB, and all these are, people working for the IPOB interest. And we know it. We've seen their affidavits. We've seen everything they've submitted, all their forged and lies, and arranged documents. So I'm calling out these two magistrates, Emmanuel and Yana, and I'm calling guys, if you know the handle of the chief judge of Abuja, please kindly tag them. Tag every lawyer you know, every judicial officer you know, every chambers you know. They need to come and see what their professional colleagues are doing. Magistrate Emmanuel Yana and Chairman Mmawachi. Magistrate Emmanuel Yana is of Magistrate Court 2, and Chairman Mmawachi is of Magistrate Court 11. These two persons, they are very unprofessional, they are unethical, they have compromised justice, and they have desecrated the altar of justice. These two persons, they are meant to administer justice, and like we know, like most of us know, the Lady Justice is blind. But to these two magistrates, the Lady Justice is not blind. They have abused, desecrated the altar of justice, and they have engaged in serial abuse of judicial process. In particular, these two magistrates, Emmanuel Yana of Magistrate Court 2 and Chairman Mmawachi of Magistrate Court 11. These two persons I am calling, and we should call. This should be a clear call to all Nigerians. It's not just about myself. It's not about my brother Ijele. This is about fighting for every oppressed Nigerians. These magistrates, they should be debarred. They should be struck out. The Nigerian Law School, if you have their Twitter handle, their social media handle, please tag the Nigerian Law School. They should come and see what these guys are engaging in. If you have the official Twitter handle of the Attorney General of the Federation or their social media handle, tag them. We need to bring this to their attention. The Nigerian Judicial Council, I am calling on them to investigate Yana Emmanuel of Magistrate Court 2 on the role they played on the abuse of judicial process, in this case involving Ijele, and Magistrate Chairman Mmawachi of Magistrate Court 11. These two persons, they need to be debarred. They need to be struck off the license from practicing law in Nigeria. The Nigerian Bar Association need to redeem themselves. The Nigerian Judiciary need to redeem themselves from such judicial officers who are boldly perpetuating judicial impunity, who are boldly promoting this judicial impunity, infringing on the fundamental right of Chukwuka or Febu. This is a civil case, which in no case, nobody should be remanded for a civil case. These two magistrates, they have compromised, in gross judicial impunity, abuse of court processes, signing documents, even when Yana signed the production warrant against my brother, Chukwuka Febu, who is popularly known as Ijele Speaks, even when he has struck out this case from his court from over a month for lack of jurisdiction. How can a magistrate be the one to sign a production warrant against a case he has struck out, saying his court has no business entertaining this case? The case of cyberbullying, cyber stalking, criminal intimidation, and threat to life is that of a federal case, which should be before a federal high court and not a magistrate court. But what we've seen, the police prosecutor, Obiora Ejiofor, and the criminal god of men, they've used these two magistrates to perpetuate impunity that, as I speak today, the fundamental human rights of my brother has been grossly violated. He has been unlawfully detained and incarcerated for 56 days. And till date, that case has not gone to trial. And, it is Chairman Mmawachi, I'll call them dishonorable magistrates. Guys, please, as you're coming in, share this video. If you know any blog, tag much blog as you can. We must put these people on the, out there for Nigerians to see. These are the judges, these are the kind of judicial officers that are making patriotic Nigerians to begin to, question themselves if being a Nigerian is a crime. Being a Nigerian is not a crime. We have to fight for a better society. I'm not against if I break the law today or if any person breaks the law. All we want is the law to take its course, for the will of justice to take its course. We want to have magistrates that are biased, magistrates that are compromised, in particular Yana Emmanuel of Magistrate Court 2 and Magistrate Chairman Mmawachi of Magistrate Court 11. I am calling on the FCT Chief Judge to investigate these two magistrates. Where possible, they need to sanction them. They need to be taken off being magistrates. And the Nigerian Bar Association, they need to come in and begin to redeem their image, because these are colleagues, they are dragging them to the mud by their unprofessional, unethical conduct. What they are doing today is completely unprofessional, is completely against every ethics of legal profession, is against the oath of justice. These two persons, they disgrace to the profession. They shouldn't be part of the bench anywhere in Nigeria. They shouldn't even be allowed to practice law. I am calling on the Nigerian Law Society, the Nigerian Bar Association, the Nigerian Law School of all campuses to investigate this and where necessary sanction them. These persons need to be derobed, they need to be debarred. The Nigerian Bar Association needs to do the needful and revoke the certificate of practice of being called to bar of these two magistrates. Otherwise, this impunity will continue, and these magistrates, they are known for this notoriety within Abuja and its municipal. That is all they do, sit in their comforts of their home, writing remand warrant, and this brings to bear how many more Nigerians have these two magistrates, compromised their cases. I would always put this out there. They need to investigate every cases that have gone through these two magistrates and begin to see how they have unlawfully compromised and investigate their unprofessional conduct, their unethical conduct. And please, guys, you can as well tag magistrates Iyana Emmanuel and Choma Mmawachi for them to see these videos, for them to understand that their shenanigans, their unprofessional conduct, their unethical conduct is being called out, and I'll continue to call them out until the relevant authorities begin to investigate their activities. And as well, guys, please tag EFCC, tag ICPC. These persons, they need to be investigated. Yes, I can see they are reporting the videos, but we're not going to give up. These persons, they need to be investigated. They need to be thoroughly investigated. These persons, they are not worthy of being a magistrate within, the Nigerian judiciary. They are completely a disgrace. These people are nothing but a disgrace to the profession. I am calling on the Nigerian Bar Association to investigate these two magistrates, Emmanuel Iyana of Magistrate Court 2, Magistrate Choma Mmawachi of Magistrate Court 11, both of Wuse Zone 2, Abuja respectively. They need to debar them, they need to derobe them, they need to revoke their licenses of practice, and they need to use them to set a good example so that other magistrates who are either engaged in this or who are intending to engage in this should sit up. We all are Nigerians. We must not give up on Nigeria. We must continue to push. Nigeria is the country of our dream. Nigeria is what will make it. At the end of the day, people always make this argument, Nigeria is happening to Ijele. No, there's no Nigeria happening to anybody. What is happening is two magistrates who are very unprofessional, who are unethical, who have compromised the oath of justice, who have, desecrated the altar of justice. That is what we're dealing with. Guys, I will come back soon and we'll keep giving you the updates. Please share this video, make it go viral, tag as much blog as you can, tag Choma Mmawachi, tag her on Facebook, let her see this video, let us call her a shenanigan. She was called to be a magistrate since 2020. I wonder how many cases she has compromised. I wonder how many cases, she has obstructed the will of justice. These two magistrates, to them, justice is for sale. And if these magistrates manage to see themselves as either, justices of the High Court or Supreme Court, then what it means, justice is for the highest bidder. We're interested in the will of justice. We are not interested in compromising justice. And I say this, let me use this medium to thank the legal team of Ijele, Marvin, DI3, Zainab. You guys have been so much of great help. You guys have been purely professional. You guys have exhibited, what is called through ethical practice, and you guys have stood on the path of truth. You guys have always followed the due process, but unfortunately, these two magistrates that are so unprofessional, unethical, that lacks, due process, that lacks respect for the rule of law, that have engaged in perpetuating impunity, that have engaged in gross, judicial abuse. They have abused all judicial processes. Guys, let's keep pushing this. We must fight for justice. All we ask is for justice, and we ask for justice to prevail. And again, just to bring everyone up to speed, Ijele is very fine. He's healed and healthy. He's strong in face of all this trial and tribulation. He is very strong in face of all this judicial impunity and abuse of judicial processes perpetrated by Emmanuel Yana and Magistrate Chioma Mmawachi. Guys, tag them, do me a favor, share this video to every blog, tag every blog you know, tag Daddy Freeze, Very Dark Man, Insta blog, Niger blog, just tag as many blogs as you know, as many as you can, because we need to push for this, otherwise Nigerians, our liberties at risk. Because such magistrates, they will take money from the highest bidder and they begin to sign every warrant against any Nigerian. That means at the slightest provocation or, you can get into any altercation or into any dispute with any Nigerian for the mere fact they can afford some words of nairas, they will just corrupt and grease the hands of the Magistrate Chioma Mmawachi and Yana, and what they do, they sit in the comfort of their home, they write a long remand warrant when they know that is not the ethical thing to do. Guys, I'll leave you here now. Thank you guys all and speak to you soon.